go down to our first section, which is the About Tasks section. Throughout the dashboard and throughout your task and project management template, you're going to see these little squares with cool designs. This is some of our KJK gifts that we got. We encourage you to switch these up for something more internal branding, a Pizza Friday or a benefit or direct link to the website for Google reviews, whatever that may be. Any of these squares can be replaced, and we definitely encourage you to do so. So let's get to this about tasks. Here we have kind of our policy internally on due dates. We kept ours at KJK's. Please feel free to edit this. If it's not specified, then a task is due noon that day. It's just something that we just want to, again, set expectations and avoid reactive behavior and be proactive in how we approach our tasks and projects. And so we've been doing it that way. What we also see in the About Tasks section is a direct link to this video, so everyone and anyone has access to this information at any time. We want to make this as easy as possible. These databases here are what set up the structure and kind of like the back-end wiring to this entire system. You basically don't want to touch this. This is the brainchild. It just sits there. You may want to enter this if there's any troubleshooting, but the important thing here is do not delete them. And of course, we also have here some definitions. If you open up to this page, we like to just define what is a project, when do we use our projects. So this is something important, and I really recommend that you talk about this with your team. For us, we define projects as something that has multiple steps, that has not just a specific due date, but also like certain milestones that require approval. And it won't just be done in one work session. In fact, it's quite impossible to do so. So that's our definition, but we realize that when we started this journey that there can be very different ones. So sit down with your team, sit down with your leaders and hash this out, and that's the place to do it. This one thing that we really like to learn about or discuss is our 6 Ps. It's our process, our 6 steps to every project. We'll be looking at that later. There's a link here. But once again, make this your own, change this up, have those conversations, and get that going. So this is your About Tasks Us section, and we will be moving on to the navigation menu. So the navigation menu is basically just a really quick way for someone to jump below. If they need to go straight to projects, they can just click here and they'll be able to get to that. So this is quite simple and intuitive. Shouldn't require any explanation, and I always like to toggle things up and down. That's just my style. Out of sight, out of mind, and I can focus on what's important, which are my tasks.